Did you know that the shoes you wear every day could be cutting your workout results in half? The reason you're not seeing the muscle growth you want after years of dedicated training might literally be right under your feet. Recent groundbreaking research shows that barefoot exercise groups achieved 42% greater strength gains compared to those wearing shoes. Even more shocking is that modern feet have lost so much function due to footwear that our entire muscular system is compromised. The powerful muscle activation chain that our ancestors developed over millions of years of barefoot living is being completely blocked by a single pair of shoes. What exactly is limiting our exercise potential so dramatically? The muscle chain reaction your feet create. The first crucial fact to understand is that your feet aren't just platforms that hold up your body. Your feet are among the most sophisticated sensory organs in your body and serve as the starting point for whole body muscle activation. Your foot soles contain over 200,000 nerve endings. That's a higher density than your palms. These nerves detect ground conditions, balance, and pressure distribution, transmitting this information to your brain in real time. Your brain then uses this data to coordinate muscles throughout your entire body. When you exercise barefoot, all this sensory information activates dramatically, changing your muscle activation patterns. Research shows that in barefoot conditions, calf muscle activity increases by 23%, thigh muscles by 18%, and glute muscles by 15%. Shoes block all this sensory information. The thick soles and cushioning cut off communication between the ground and your feet. It's like trying to perform precision work while wearing thick gloves. This sensory deprivation has cascade effects throughout your body. When your feet can't properly sense the ground, your brain compensates by relying more heavily on vision and inner ear balance, which are far less precise for exercise movements. The lost art of proprioception. Proprioception is your body's ability to sense its position and movement in space. This sense is absolutely critical for exercise performance and strength development. Your feet are the primary organ for this proprioceptive awareness. Wearing shoes dramatically reduces proprioception. Research shows that shoe wearing decreases balance ability by an average of 32% and slows reaction time by 28%. This means your muscles can't activate at optimal timing during exercise. The difference is particularly stark in compound movements, like squats and deadlifts. In studies comparing barefoot versus shod squats, the barefoot group showed 47% better weight distribution control and could simultaneously activate more muscle groups. Ankle mobility restriction is another serious issue. Most athletic shoes lock your ankle in place, preventing natural movement. When your ankle can't move properly, it creates a chain reaction, affecting muscle activation patterns from your calves all the way up to your core. This restricted movement pattern forces some muscles to overwork, while others become inactive. The result is inefficient movement patterns that limit strength gains and increase injury risk. The science of shoe-induced strength loss. The impact of footwear on strength development operates through several mechanisms. The most direct effect is reduced ground reaction force. When barefoot, your toes and entire foot sole actively grip the ground and transmit powerful forces. Shoes absorb much of this force in their cushioning. Research measuring jump performance found that barefoot groups could jump an average of 8.5% higher in vertical jumps compared to shod groups. This represents a significant difference in lower body explosive power capacity. More importantly is intermuscular coordination. In barefoot conditions, everything from small stabilizer muscles to large prime movers works in organic connection. Shoes disrupt this precise coordination pattern, causing some muscles to overactivate while others shut down. The weakening of foot intrinsic muscles creates particularly serious problems. When your plantar fascia, toe flexors, and ankle stabilizers weaken, it creates a cascade of weakness up the kinetic chain. It's like a building with a weak foundation affecting the entire structure. Studies using electromyography show that barefoot exercise activates significantly more muscle groups simultaneously. with higher activation intensity in each muscle. Deep stabilizing muscles showed particularly marked increases in activation. The hidden power of your toes. Many people overlook the critical role of toes in athletic performance. Your toes aren't just balance appendages, they're powerful propulsion engines. Your big toe alone provides 40% of the propulsive force. During walking and running, most shoes compress toes and restrict their natural movement. Narrow toe boxes cause toes to overlap, while thick soles prevent proper ground contact. This leads to progressive weakening of toe muscles. Research shows that habitual shoe wearers have toe strength that's 60% weaker, on average, than barefoot populations. This directly impacts overall athletic ability. When you can't properly use your toes, calf muscle activation patterns change. The medial and lateral balance of calf muscles becomes disrupted, affecting the knee and hip joints. The result is unbalanced lower body strength development. Proper toe function is also crucial for the windlass mechanism, where the plantar fascia tightens to create a rigid lever for push-off. Shoes prevent this mechanism from working efficiently, reducing power transfer. The arch collapse crisis. The foot's arch structure represents millions of years of evolutionary engineering. 3 connected arches distribute body weight and act as springs that store and release energy during movement. However, arch support in shoes actually weakens this natural arch structure. Relying on external support causes the foot's intrinsic stabilizing muscles to atrophy from disuse. It's the same principle as muscle wasting after wearing a cast. Research comparing lifelong barefoot populations to shoe-wearing populations found that barefoot individuals had arches that were 15% higher and more flexible. Their plantar fascia was also 25% more elastic. When arches collapse, it creates misalignment, cascading up through the ankle, knee, hip, and even spine. This changes muscle activation patterns throughout the body, dramatically reducing exercise efficiency. In squats and lunges, poor arch function leads to knee valgus, knees caving inward, which not only increases injury risk, but also prevents optimal strength development. Core activation revolution. Surprisingly, there's a direct neurological connection between your feet and core muscles. Sensory information from your foot soles automatically activates core muscles through spinal reflexes, called the foot core reflex. During barefoot exercise, this reflex operates at full capacity, naturally increasing core muscle activation. Research found that barefoot planks resulted in 19% higher abdominal muscle activity. Shoes severely dampen this reflex. When foot sensory information is blocked, the automatic core activation doesn't occur. The result is significantly reduced core strengthening effects from the same exercises. This is particularly important for functional movements. Kettlebell swings and burpees performed barefoot show dramatically better core activation patterns compared to the same exercises in shoes. Balance and stability revolution. Balance ability forms the foundation of all exercise. Better balance allows you to handle heavier weights and perform more precise movements. Your feet are the cornerstone of this balance system. Shoes dramatically impair balance sensation. Thick soles block ground contact sensation, while rigid construction restricts ankle movement. Research shows that shoe wearing reduces single leg balance ability by an average of 35%. This directly impacts exercise performance. In unstable conditions, muscles can't generate maximum force. Energy must be diverted to stabilization and prime mover. Activation becomes limited. When balance improves through barefoot training, exercise performance improves across the board. Not only does balance get better, but all movements become more efficient and stable. The difference is particularly stark in unilateral exercises. Single leg movements and unstable surface exercises show dramatically better performance in barefoot groups. Real-world evidence. Multiple studies have documented barefoot exercise superiority. One of the most significant compared 12 weeks of barefoot training versus shod training. The results were remarkable. The barefoot group showed 42% greater lower body strength gains, 58%. Better balance improvement, and 31% greater agility enhancement. The differences in foot and ankle muscle development were even more dramatic. Another study compared barefoot versus shod running groups. After 8 weeks, the barefoot group showed 18% greater calf muscle volume increases and 34% stronger toe flexor strength. Jump performance studies also confirmed barefoot superiority. After 6 weeks of barefoot plyometric training, vertical jump height improved by an average of 12%, compared to only 7% in the shod group. If this video opened your eyes to your hidden exercise potential, please hit the like button and subscribe for more revolutionary fitness insights. Don't forget the notification bell, so you never miss information that could transform your training results.